Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray, and I'm back at you with another stock market update. Right now, we got the futures market open. So, this is a holiday, right? This is MLK Day, but the futures market will open up like if this was a Sunday, futures market open up on 6 p.m. in the evening. So, we can see right now the S&P 500 futures open up down, NASDAQ futures are down. They're all down about what 0.15%. The Russell futures are down like one handle. So there's not a whole lot of action going on, being as that this is a holiday weekend and we're going to have a shortened week. So I don't expect a whole lot of movement in the markets. We'll get a little bit more. I think we'll get a little bit more chop, maybe a little chop sideways, and possibly a little move to the upside. And I'm going to talk about why. What I'm showing on the screen is the SPX. The expected move for the week is only $40. And I get that from, I use the weekly expiration right here. Now, I want to show you something. Excuse me. It's actually showing 43 bucks and set 43.76. When I set this up, maybe about right before I came on air, it was at $40. So volatility has expanded about 3 bucks. I will adjust these later, but $3 and maybe move it a little bit, but it's still not a whole lot of movement. So what the reason why that is you can see that we have an elevated VIX futures. And you see the VIX futures making a turn right here. So it's possible that maybe if the VIX continues up, then we should see the SPX maybe come down a little. It's possible if that happens because the VIX futures are up just slightly. Now, with that being said, how would I approach the market? How will I approach the market? Well, knowing that we're not going to get, well, I don't know for sure, but um, not expected to get a big move this week. I have a broken wing butterfly in the SPY, and I have it with a target price. Let's go look at the trade. So where my short strikes are is right around 484, which will put it right up here around this Fibonacci level. And I purposely placed the short strikes there. And I got 32 days on that particular trade. So let's look at the analysis tab and show you how time benefits me. So let's just say market opens up tomorrow and price action puts it right there tomorrow. We'll put that on 116. I can come down here and put theoretical spot price and put 484. You'll see the price. So basically, approximately, I'll make $49.46 if it was to hit this area tomorrow. And what I'm trying to do is peg this little area right here at the peak of this triangle. That's at the top of the butterfly. But let's just say it doesn't, and it just continues to go sideways, let's say for another week. So if I come over to this evaluation date and I go to the calendar and I say next Monday the 22nd. Now let's go to 484. See if it let's say if it goes there by then. 55 bucks. Let's say it shoots past my area or it doesn't. Let's go to 129. See that area now says 66 bucks. I benefit from time because of the two short strikes, I can't talk today. There's two short strikes that I sold that I put in the area where I'm trying to pin it where I think it'll go. The longer out of these that it goes towards the expiration, you can see how if you're looking at the screen, you see how the theoreticals are moving in. So if I hold this all the way, let's just say February 4th. Is that what? No, not yeah. February, not March. Let's go back. February. which is the 4th is a look at the calendar. The 4th is a Sunday, so we'll go to the 5th. See, 91 bucks, and that get leaves me 11 more days. So I profit from time going by. So I'm not really tripping on the market going sideways. I just needed to get to my area within that sometime within the next 32 days for me to profit. And that's it. That's what happens when you sell options, especially when you know how to sell them and then create spreads around what you sold. And then I bought wings so that I'm not susceptible to other types of risk. Now let's go to now you can see those are two positions I have on. That's the butterfly right there. And this is the short put that I have in Maxion Solar Technologies. It's down about 80 bucks right now. I will continue to hold this particular trade because I still think that we're going to get a bullish move. I'm overall bullish on the market. I think that at some point the market we are in if we're looking at Elliott wave, we're in that fourth wave, and that's the sideways or the where the market just kind of trends to the side, and then we'll get one more wave, a push forward in a lot of these stocks. And I'm going to go through some of them on my watch list and talk about them. And once we get that move higher, then I think it'll get to those levels up here that I think that it should go to. Now, for whatever reason, if it doesn't, then I will look to roll this out. Now, currently, I have 32 days on this option. What'll happen is right around 21 days, I will then look to roll and see if I could roll this out to 60 days with a short, or roll it out to March and maybe try to pick up some more credit. So we'll see what it looks like around that time frame. I may even do that live on air so you guys can see what that looks like. And that's just trying to manage a loser instead of taking a full loss on the trade. Let's go to my Fibonacci targets that I've been keeping up for the past few weeks. Caterpillar. Now we remember we had since what is this, October 30th, October 31st of last year, Caterpillar started its move up. Now let's go to the weekly. You look at this on the weekly, you can see my levels. You can see Caterpillar is resting on this Fibonacci level right here. The next one up is right up here at right around 307. Excuse me. I do think that it'll make it to this level. So this is one of those, let's say I own Caterpillar, which I don't. If you own Caterpillar, what do you do in this particular instance? What I would do, I would be selling calls. So if you own stock, you got to bear with me. I'm a little stuffy. But if you own stock in Caterpillar, what I would be doing while it's going sideways is coming out here selling calls. I'd be out here, maybe come out here February 16th, come out here 32 days, maybe sell the 36 Delta, take in 530. So if you owned 100 shares or 200 shares, whatever amount of shares you own, if you own at least 100, I would say it doesn't have to be equivalent to that, but I would, if you're not experienced, I would at least own 100 shares before I start selling calls. And I would sell a call out here. That creates a covered call. Yes, that's going to knock down your profitability if the stock goes up. But if the stock goes sideways, right, and it just kind of goes down, you can make money on the call. Make $100 or so on the call every week, roll it out to another expiration. But I do at some point we knew that the market just couldn't keep going like this. So we get a little chop, and then I think we'll get an up movement and then continue forward. Same thing. If I go back to the S&P 500, now this is a monthly chart. Look at this monthly chart. We got a bull flag on a monthly. This is a perfect bull flag. You get something like this, I think that see these are the highs. Just the all-time high over here back in November and October of what is that? 2021. And so we right up here at it. So once it breaks through there, we're gonna make new all-time highs and push forward to 4,900. It's a monthly. This is a monthly candlestick. Now I do not believe that this monthly candlestick will finish this month in January red. I could be wrong. It could finish with like a doji or something. I don't think it will. Excuse me. So looking at it like this, one green candle, two green candles, I think we'll get at least three in a row. And that means that this month will finish up here. We go to the intraday of the S&P 5 of the SPY, which is I already talked about it. This is how I got that level for 484 for my trade. Excuse me, we got the move up here. Now this is the hourly chart. This is intraday, pull back. I threw my fibs on, and this is where I got the levels for. So that's the basis. If the SPX or the S&P 500 has a monthly bull flag, I all these stocks we're looking at are inside the S&P 500. Then as a whole, that we're looking at the market going up. So I don't really want to be bearish anything unless it's just something short term. Like you can get some scalps in, but I wouldn't try to butter my bread doing that. Let's go take a look at UBS. Look at UBS from way down here. Hit every target on the way up. Right here, 1618. Came back, use it as support. 2618. Hit the 3618. Pull back. Hit here. Here we are. You see it wicked right here at this level. Now we could get some sideways action. One way, if you're trading UBS, let's say you own shares, I will be selling calls against the shares I own. I'll be coming out here, maybe selling the 49 Delta. Excuse me, that's close to at the money. So maybe I wouldn't do that one. I may have to come out here and sell this 19 Delta. Or this isn't a real big stock, so you don't have a whole lot of options. You have to just sit with this. Maybe you can do an iron strangle, selling the 32 and a half and the 27 and a half. You don't get a whole lot of juice for that. Let's go take a look at, but like I said, I'm still confident that we're gonna get up here to this last level up here. I wouldn't hold to here. I'd be taking profit right around here at 32 and a half, 32. Let's look at Honeywell. Look at Honeywell. Got all the way up to the 1618, pulling back. And now here we are. Let's see what it will look like. Let's look at Honeywell on a weekly. You can see you got to pull back into here. Let's look at Honeywell and see. So Honeywell, we can see on a weekly. Look at this range it's in. Right? So we kind of, this target level up here is all-time highs. That's about 48 bucks away from where it is right now. 48, 50 bucks. So that's what these setups are bullish. Look at, I mean, in this range, you see it break out of here, hit this level, next level up is right around here. Hit this level, next level up is all-time highs up here. Let's look at the IWM, which I think, in my opinion, is leading all of this. This is your small caps. And you can see what it looks like. It hit the 2618 right here. You can see long wick. This is a weekly chart. Pullback sitting right here. It could continue to go sideways. I think last week's show, I talked about the perfect trade in this environment for me would be an iron condor. You can do strangles if you're comfortable selling naked options. In phase has taken a dip below this back into the channel. Let's get rid of the indicators, make it easier to see. So maybe when it closes this gap right here, I will play this as support. right around 17.5, and then see what happens when it gets here. I do still think that it's gonna break up to here and make it to the next level up here, but we'll see. That's XBI. XBI is a beast. This is the biotech ETF. It hit the 2618 pullback and it made another high. Next level up for it is right around 99 bucks. Tesla is hitting the downs, coming down some, pulling back. It is at a retracement level fib. Let's see what my indicators look like on Tesla. I want to look at the stochastic. The stochastic is oversold. So this wouldn't be a bad candidate. Now, I think Tesla got earnings coming up, though. So we got earnings on January 24th. I'd be careful with making a trade right there. Might not be bad to gamble and take a, notice the word I said, gamble, and buy something coming into that earnings. Like maybe buy some shares, a stock, buy some. I may do a earnings trade in Tesla just to show you guys an example of an earnings trade. Do something cheap, something that if we lose, we won't lose a whole lot of money. But if we win, we might be able to make a nice move on it, make some bread. So I may do an earnings trade on Tesla. I may trade earnings this year just to make it fun. Do some fun trades for earnings, some safe stuff. PayPal, I'm bullish on PayPal. PayPal, and I am going to start doing videos. I am diving deeper into crypto. Now that the mainstream banks have adopted the Bitcoin ETF, Bitcoin is now mainstream. Like I've been saying that. I've been talking to, a couple of my guys, friends that I have. I've been telling them like, look, Bitcoin, when the big banks pick it up, then it's for real. Not saying that it wasn't for real before. I'm just saying you're not until you get the big banks in it and they gotta get their hands in it. Then you just on the fringe. Now with the big banks in it and these ETFs, now you're gonna start seeing a whole lot more stuff being done with the blockchain and with crypto. Period. Excuse me. Trying to gut through it, guys. Gutting through it. But once again, but when brought this up, oh yeah, to talk about PayPal. So what I've been seeing more and more with PayPal is some of these crypto wallets are accepting PayPal. So you guys know that I trade with TastyTrade. TastyTrade has something called Tasty Crypto. And with Tasty Crypto, you can I will, you just Google Tasty Crypto. They have um a wallet. So you just like Coinbase got a wallet, just like MetaMask. But it's Tasty. It's your you got your own private keys. It's a self custody wallet. Your keys, your coins. No keys, no coins, right? So it's just like MetaMask. It's just like Coinbase's wallet or what is it? Phantom, Soul Flare, and some of these other ones, right? And I do have crypto and Tasty Crypto. That's the main one where I hold my crypto. And one of the ways that you can load your crypto onto some of these wallets now is PayPal. And PayPal has something called, I think, the PayPal USD coin, which is kind of like the dollar. So you can sell your coins, convert them to the PayPal coin, dollar, or whatever, transfer it to PayPal, use your money, or you can transfer your crypto, your Bitcoin, or your Ethereum. It's a few other ones. Transfer them onto the PayPal um, wallet, and you can spend it like that. That's the main reason why I'm big on PayPal. I think PayPal is gonna rock it. The more people adopt it as a way to use it to purchase cryptocurrencies and altcoins and things like that, I think that PayPal will continue to go up. So PayPal is one of my picks, like just based on fundamentals, right? And y'all know I'm not a fundamental trader, but I do like this setup here. I do have levels on it. You can see if we zoom out on the weekly, look at it. It's beat down. But once everyone catches on to what PayPal is doing with cryptocurrencies, we're gonna get this move and boom, it can come up here. Once it breaks out of this little range, what can it do? It can do some real damage. So be on the lookout for PayPal. Let's go to XLU, utilities. Utilities, same thing. It just look like it's just in a range. This chart looks similar to the PayPal chart we were just looking at. Um, if I wasn't in this trade, I would not get in this trade. Like if you're not already in it, you could sell puts in it maybe. Got a 25.9 IV rank, which is sort of low. Not a whole lot of bang for your buck coming out here selling this 32 delta. You almost would have to sell the 45 delta. You might collect a buck, maybe. Best trading here might be a strangle. Sell the 22 delta. Sell this 22 delta. You still don't even get a buck. So, like I said, if you're not already in XLU, you might want to stay out. If you're in it and you own shares, selling calls against what you own might be the way to go. Maybe selling that right there, or maybe even selling the 65, selling the 32 delta right here, taking in this and trying to that's just so you can, while it's going sideways, to be able to make a little bit of money while it's going sideways. Boeing, we'll talk about the I almost said something, what they call it on Twitter. I'm not gonna say it. Who knows? One day, Boeing execs may see my video, so I don't want to make enemies. You can go on Twitter and see what they call it. But Boeing, same thing. I got a bull flag here. But with this bad news, now of course I didn't know that a plane was going to malfunction like it did, but it did. And so now we see Boeing pulling back. Will it rectify this? This is one of those things that though that I want to I'm kind of that this example is a good example to show you. You can have your thesis on what you think a stock is going to do, but you can't control, you won't know if in this particular plane malfunctioning or a door coming off of a plane in mid-flight or something like that. You some of those was if something like all the geopolitics that we have going on in with the with Yemen and the Houthis, what we got going on in Israel with Israel and Palestine, something happens there, all these analysis go out the window. And so you got to have a plan and be able to know how to work under those type of conditions, because something could happen geopolitically and change all of this. I just wanted to say that, right? So that's why we got this big red candle right here. In my opinion, there was no reason for it. It didn't hit any kind of resistance. It just turned it. We had some bad news, and Boeing just took off to the downside. Boeing should have still been going, or at the very least, chopping right in here. But there, it doesn't hit support. I mean, excuse me, resistance to right up around this area. So once it got up like here, should just be running to at least break this fractal. And so that just goes to show you, uh, marathon. Marathon is in a range. I've shown this range like weeks ago, guys, and it's still in it. Hit right here, pull back right up here. Got a doji right here at the range. You can see down here on my stochastic is turning up. No pun intended. Uh, at some point, it's gonna break out of here and take off. That's just what I think. I can't see it going back down after just continuing to challenge this resistance trend line. Some point it's gonna break out of here and it's gonna take off. That's just what I think. MGM, MGM, pulling back right here. If you're not already in it, I probably wouldn't get in it. Got earnings on February 13th. You might be able to sell a strangle and get out before earnings. I like this trade right here. Now, you may say, hey man, you just said if you wasn't in it. And then I came to the options tab, sold the expected move, and then I got a nice trade. Being able to take in 139 credit, buying power is 510. So that's some nice IV rank. It's a nice trade, in my opinion. Look at the green area. It's past the expected move. Chart is down to sideways. If it just chops for the next couple weeks, I like that trade. This may be a trade that I put on tomorrow morning. I'll take a look at it when the market opens. So that's a thing. That's sometimes you may not look at the chart and see anything directionally, but this trade right here isn't a directional trade. This is a neutral trade. This is the kind of trade where I don't care if the market goes up or down. I just want it to go sideways. Be honest with you, it can stay in a range. Let's take a look at Google. Google, let's take the indicators off to make it easier to be seen. Google, you can see right here, we got like a little pennant going up. Trend line, you can see it right here. I do think Google will get to 147. What it does after that, I don't know. But I do think it'll get to 147. At the next level after 147, if we want to play it higher, we'll take it up to 159. I just added this to the list today. This is Biogen. Now, Biogen, what made me add Biogen, I seen here's the Harami. I had the Harami, then I came intraday. After I noticed the Harami, came the 1 hour time frame. Right here would be support for me. Up, pull back, sitting here. This one of those ones where if you can catch it before it breaks out, if we get the breakout, boom, it'll explode higher, I think, for about $5 or $6. You buy it maybe sometime next week, put your stop right here. Maybe try to play up here to the gap. It's almost a 1-to-1 trade if you play it that way. I'll be watching Biogen. You can see the stochastic turning up right here. I'll be watching Biogen next week. I added it. Got divergence right here on the oscillator intraday wise. Intraday, this would be an intraday trade. This would be like a maybe a couple day trade, 1 or 2 days. If it breaks up here higher, if it gaps up on Tuesday or Wednesday, you ride it right here and get out. It could go higher, but I'd have to see evidence. I'd have to see something else daily wise. Now this could be holding that support right here. So I just watch it. I wouldn't just jump into it blindly, but it is something that I added to the radar. Hey guys, that being said, hopefully you got something out of this video. I will be hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you want to see me go over some of this cryptos. I can't talk. Some of this crypto stuff. Go over some more wallets. I do have like 3 or 4 wallets. I got one main wallet. But I do have a Coinbase wallet, MetaMask wallet, and I got a Tasty crypto wallet. I keep most of my stuff in one of those wallets, right? And I got a Soul Flare, I think, wallet. That's for Solana. And so, basically, I've been doing some crypto farming. Farming some of these some of the new stuff that's going on, trying to get some coins and just messing around with it. I'm thinking about adding a segment just talking about crypto. Because it got to have its own segment, right? And of course, we look at some charts and stuff. But right now, for me, it's just buying and holding. I'm not trying to trade it. It moves a lot. If we were to look at Bitcoin right now, let's look at the weekly. I like to look at the weekly chart on crypto. That's just me. Um, if you're asking me what I think it's gonna do right here, we may get a little down moving, a little chop right around in here just because it's so far stretched here, but it's not overbought on the RSI. So it could still run higher. Once it breaks this area right here, we got a fractal right here at right around, I'll tell you exactly. We got a fractal right here at 48,240. Once Bitcoin, I'm looking at Bitcoin. As Bitcoin goes, the rest of them go. Price action breaks 48, 420, 51 right here. Breaks that level, it's gonna run. The next level is right around 52. Once it breaks 52.08, off to the races, the all-time highs. Bitcoin got two more levels that it got to get through. This is a fractal, 48,240. Break that level. Next level is going to run to 52.08, 52,080. Break that level, then we're looking at all-time highs. And if that's happening, all the other coins, no matter what they are shooting up. That's what I think. So at this point, some of the coins that I'm looking at, I found this other coin called Blur. I seen this guy talking about it on the TastyTrade network. I think his name Ryan. Um, he's like their crypto expert. So he brought that one up. So I bought some Blur. I think it's BLUR. I don't know anything about it. So this ain't no pump and dump. So I don't even own that much of it, but I own some. And I do own some other coins, right? So I don't even talk about them a whole lot because you have to be careful. People accusing you of pumping up a coin so you can dump it. I watch Bitcoin and I watch if Bitcoin going up, but my whole thing is one coin is 42 grand. If you ain't got enough money to buy, I don't know, 10 coins at least, you ain't gonna make no money on it. You can buy one coin. If you can buy a whole coin and sit on that whole coin and wait till it go all-time highs, yeah, you can make you about $25,000, right? But if you can find some other coins in their infant stages that are cheap and catch them when they blow up, play the greater food theory. You buy it at a lower price and sell it to a greater fool at a higher price. Look, I know how that sound, but I'm just being honest with you. That's the game that you playing when in cryptos, when you trade in cryptocurrency. Aside from the major ones, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, maybe Polygon, um, I don't know, it may be some more, right? But aside from those, how many of those other ones are really gonna be around, right? So you just gotta kind of look at it, and I try to be as honest as I can doing this. But hey guys, this video already longer than what I normally do. If you want some crypto work, hit a comment down there in the comment section. Hit like the video, share the video, go on and sign up with open up an account with TastyTrade. You playing, you see how the option chain is. They got the nicest option chain in the game, and you can trade options on Bitcoin too. Maybe I'll start trading some options on it just to mess around. Um, it's the best platform out there, in my opinion, and I use it. Right now, this ain't the only one, but it's the main one that I use. Um, so with that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.